Good morning and welcome. It's exactly 8 o'clock, London Open, on the 16th of March 2017. Well, we saw quite a day yesterday, quite a bit of action. And we'll start off first of all with the AUD CAD. AUD CAD, it's moved a little bit against me. Considering what happened yesterday, well, anyway, the CFTCs are with me. The AUD should short faster than the CAD. In fact, I think actually the CAD's getting a bit more strength because the oil price has come back up a bit. Euro CAD. Well, that is shorting. I didn't want to trade it because like they're both due to short, but I'm surprised actually that the euro going up, the CAD must have gone up a bit more. Euro JPY. Yeah, we've had news out this morning about the Japanese policy, and that's been good for the yen, and we've seen it short a little bit more this morning. So I'm quite pleased with that trade. Here at the mid Bollinger Band, I've got a small position in. At the upper Bollinger Band, I've got 4 times that. So I probably got in mid Bollinger Band about there, and then I got in on the top Bollinger Band on this reversal here on the RSI. The RSI is below 69.1, and yeah, I think that's going to go down. It's overbought a little bit at the moment, so I am looking for that to short. Euro GBP. Really, to be quite honest, that didn't have a lot of movement yesterday. It's towards the top of the Bollinger Band there. I look at this. This is a fairly good short position, so I'm not in it. If it gets a bit more interesting, you know, I would have perhaps, if I was looking to, got in it about there. It's pretty much flat lining at the moment. I think I'll leave that and look at it later. Euro dollar, I actually got into this with a very small position yesterday. It's gone a little bit against me, but it is a very small position, so we'll see what happens with that later. Pound USD, well, actually that's done quite nicely. It's coming up towards the mid Bollinger Band. It's gone a bit flat on the RSI. So yes, it's at the top of the stochastic. Hard call on that one. Now I got into this yesterday. This is the New Zealand dollar, Singapore dollar, and it's sort of hovering about where it is at the moment. It didn't have a big reaction yesterday. Yeah, I'm fairly certain this is going to be a long-term trade. You know, next couple of weeks that's going to come into profit for me. Silver, I got out of. Good call because it's gone back up. It might just bounce off the mid Bollinger Band. I'll look at that a bit later. USD CAD, I got back into this. We had this nice long candle down. I'm back long, small position. We'll see what happens in the next couple of days. USD JPY, again, it's fallen a bit today. So my one position I've got a stop loss on, and the other I haven't. Well, I have. It's right at the top there, though. Yeah. USD, yes. Well, what can I say? I'm still quietly confident. I don't think the Mexican peso can outpace the US dollar, but I might have to wait a bit. Right, same again. I got out right, well, more or less at the bottom here. It's bounced back up, and hence the bit of strength in the Canadian dollar. So that's what we do on that. AUD USD. Now, I'm sorry, the chart does look a bit messy, but I got knocked out of my trade on stop loss, a little bit of profit, and I've got back in, and I think I've taken a really good position there. Famous last words. Again, about 4 times the trade at the top here that I've got at the bottom. And we're moving into quite a lot of resistance up here. I will get, as soon as that drops a bit, I'll get a stop loss right behind these positions. We're below the 70 on the RSI, and that is sideways movement, or it might go down, but it's just gone down a little bit for me. But there we go, close to the top on the stochastic, so I'm quite happy with that. CAD JPY, it hasn't actually done a lot, so a bit disappointed with that. SP 500 had roared away, and interestingly enough, it is just at the 69.1 mark. I wish it had held below that, because that sort of sideways movement, or a little bit bearish, but we'll see how we go with that. Euro NOK, yes, blood and sand. I actually got knocked out up here on my short trade. I got back in, and I was knocked out here, and this is shorting again this morning. Can't cry over spilt milk, but actually I was knocked out, and I swear blind, I shouldn't have been. I should have still been in. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak with you tomorrow.